Hello, everyone, and I'm not muted today. Great. Welcome, everyone, to Furball Friday. It's Larkin here. I'm so excited to be back. I have missed a couple of Furball Fridays due to my father being in the hospital with a stroke. So I'm excited to be back here today. Guys, today is dedicated to non-human animals. We are animals too. Yes, we are. Don't let Christianity tell you we're not. You're a plant or an animal, so I hope you choose the animal. All right. So we're talking about non-human animals. We're doing mediumship. We're doing animal communication readings. We're also asking questions about non-human animals, about their consciousness, their emotional intelligence, their relationships. A lot of people ask about or get readings from their animal totems and messengers. We're going to talk about that as well. So anything animal is related here. And as I mentioned on Wednesday, I'm going to post a bonus reading day for whoever I did not get to on Wednesday. Because I had so many people waiting to hear to get readings on Wednesday. So that will probably be on Sunday. I'm on late again today because they moved my dad all of a sudden in the hospital. They moved him to a different floor and a different room. So we had a few hours on the phone with the hospital. So anyway, here I am though. And divine timing is something I trust greatly. And that being said, guys, Spirit knows who is here. So if you are here, know that your loved ones, your spirit team, your animals, your animal guides and totems, your loved animals that have crossed over, they all are aware that you are here. Okay. Also, before we get started, and I hope you guys are doing this too, lighting your incense or your candles, having your drinks, so that you can relax, leaving your burdens at the door so that you're open to receive. This is something I'm trying to get you all in the habit of, so that even when you're not getting a reading, if you're praying or you're meditating or you want to connect with spirit, you learn how to relax, set the ambiance, and change your mindset to receive. Because in order to receive messages from spirit and hear your intuition, you've got to be open to receiving. Okay. We're going to start out with some Nag Champa today with my little Ganeshi incense. And while we do that, I want to remind you all that if your loved one, your loved critter, doesn't communicate or come through for you today, it does not mean that they are not there. Okay, they are there. It means that spirit knows better, and we have to trust in divine timing, and that spirit knows more than we do, right? We have a limited awareness with our egoic cognitive mind, right? If we listen to our intuition, that's the part that our loved ones on the other side and our spirit team is tuned into, that which our intuition brings through, okay? This is why my Awakening Your Intuition program is so special, because it's important you guys learn to trust and listen to your intuition. All right. Animals love to piggyback. They love to bump in. They love to interrupt each other, partially just because sometimes a soul, human or otherwise, can get through better piggybacking on someone else. It just depends on the reader, their loved ones, their energy frequency at the time. It depends on a lot of factors. But spirit is so amazing because spirit works together to help other souls come through. Okay, so you can be sure if you don't get to hear from your loved one today, they may either be bringing a message through, giving you a message through another reading, somebody else's reading, because sometimes you're so emotionally attached or you want a reading so bad. Sometimes you better get a message. You're better at getting a message through someone else coming through. So please make sure today that you're listening to all the messages and you're open, and you're not just sitting there thinking, when's she going to call me? She hasn't called me yet. When is it my turn? Really pay attention to all the readings, okay? Because there's probably bits and pieces in different readings coming through for you. The other thing is sometimes, like I go where spirit guides me to go. And oftentimes what happens is a certain soul needs to come through to clear a path or get the vibration just right for another soul. Okay. And that really is a big part of what determines the order of what we readers choose. Okay. or at least what I choose. All right, let's say hi to everybody here before we get going. Let's see. And guys, I want to also remind you all that if you join my school, you will see my calendar of events. It's also posted in my Larkin Psychic Medium page. But if you go to my school account, if you're ever wondering what is when, no matter what the events are, here, I'll just post it up here for you guys. You guys can, I'll just copy this. If you just go to this link, it's an absolutely free membership. But I have all my calendar of events on there, including Meet Your Spirit Guides, which is tomorrow. I still have 2 spaces if anybody wants to join, because I haven't been marketing it and I moved it around. So if you want to join, let's see here. But if you join my school, it's free. You'll see all my calendar events. Okay, whether it be the women's events about dating and relationships, or the psychic events, or the mindset and manifesting stuff. It's all on school, okay? All right. Maria Scorpio, welcome. Hi, Kaweezy. Oh, sweet Smokey. I've got you starred. I know you love Smokey. What a cool name. That is such a cool name. Let's see. So Maria, today we're doing animals. I'm sure there's a lot of other readers online right now that will do relationships. I will tell you, as a women's relationship coach, if you are trying to figure out what a man you like or is interested in or dated is doing, you are heading down the wrong path, because you are giving your energy away to a man who is not giving you his attention. And if a man is interested in you, believe me, he will give you his attention. And if he is not, and you think he's dating a friend of yours or seeing a friend of yours, you are heading down a downward spiral of misery. I can tell you this from 20 years of coaching women in dating and from doing that myself. You're welcome to go find another reader that can answer that question, because I'm doing animals today. But as a women's relationship coach, I can tell you, you should just ignore him. Like, ignore him. He doesn't exist. You're unbothered by him. You should not care what he does. If he is not in your face, buying you gifts, taking you to dinner, showering you with affection, calling you, texting you, wanting your attention, spoiling you, he's not worth it. Don't give him a second of your power, not 1 second. All right. Sorry, but that's worth saying. All right. Let's see. Katrina, Nikki. Oh my God. Yes, that was your dog, Nikki. Hold on. I got you started too, girl. Guys, if you want non-animal readings, join my school or look at my psychic medium page. I'm going to do an extra bonus one on Sunday, and then Monday and Wednesday, or for everything, animals and non-animals. But Fridays are just for animals. Okay. You miss your boo. Oh, Nikki. All right. Let's see. You choose someone moving forward. Well, Cindy, what I do is, that's a good question. It depends. I love to do reverse readings. So a lot of times there's always souls following me around. So a lot of times there's just so many, and there's so many that are strong. I'll just do reverse readings. Sometimes I mix them with regular readings. That's when it comes from the spirit side instead of you guys initiating it. Typically what you see is you guys coming and asking, and spirit is trying to help me speed up. On private readings, I charge a lot more. It's really in depth. It's private. It's personal, right? On these free online readings, I'm supposed to be helping as many people as possible get validation and peace for their loved ones on the other side, and to connect. So spirit has been trying to get me to speed that up, and I have been failing miserably. So they're trying to get me to ask you guys to be more specific. Just say, give me a name or who it is you want to talk to, just because that vibration links them to me, right? It makes the pathway of communication faster, so I can help more people. So it goes both ways. I think that's a great question. Hi, Jenny Berlin. Thank you for saying hi. I hope you're still there. Tracy Mitchell, welcome. Katrina, I love all the kitty cats. Takes a while to punch those emojis in, doesn't it? Let's see here. See if there's anybody else, and then we'll get started on our readings. Nikki, Katrina, Sherry, hello from Canada. Thank you for letting me know where you're coming from, and you shared. Thank you so much. That helps people find, when you guys share or you like, it helps people find Veronica's page with all her amazing readers, and it helps people find my page as well. Okay. Let's see here. I want to do this, and then we'll get on to our readings. Kawezi. Yes, of course, your dad keeps sending you feathers. Now, I don't like to do, like, I'm real careful, guys, about this whole feather butterfly thing, because I like to do, validation in my readings. I like evidential mediumship. And I feel like there's so many butterflies and dragonflies and birds and feathers that, it's got to be something more specific in order to be validating. But you are asking, and that is one of the ways your dad does come through to you. Yes. And I'm seeing he's going to continue to come through to you that way. Okay. Benji, boo. Oh my God, what a cute name. Okay, we'll get to that. Let's see. Let me quick read this here, because guys, on Wednesday I read for Kawezi and I read for his neighbor who passed away, and so I'm posting this up here just to see his feedback. I love it when you guys give me feedback. I found a feather in my neighbor's yard. After that reading, I knew that's what you were going to say. I told them their mom was watching them, and I told them everything was going to be okay. Good. What the feather meant. Good. And show them the live. Show them the live, or share them the information from Wednesday. That should be very comforting to them, okay? She's going to help them through this stuff. Tariq, what a cool name. Let's see here. Oh, we got a little troll. Oh, Brendan Schilling, I feel so sorry for you, sweetheart. Brendan, Jesus did this kind of work. Jesus was the ultimate manifester. He was the ultimate psychic, and he was the ultimate reader. Did you know that? You probably didn't know that. And that's why he was trying to teach all of us to do that as well. But anyway, thank you for tuning in, buddy. Jesus is with you, my friend. Have a good night. All right, so we got him. Oh, I didn't block him though, did I? Well, we'll block him next time he pops up. I'm sure he'll pop back up. Let's see. Oh, Katrina, you and the pets. Allison G's, hello. From New Zealand, Kels, love it. Let's see. Rivers, your dog, Sherry. Okay, I got you starred. Angie and Brody. Oh, I had a Brody with an ex I was with. He was a little Jack Russell. Let's see. I know doggies are the best, aren't they, guys? Doggies are just the freaking best. Let's see. Yes, Sherry, your mom is watching over your animals. Lorraine, I see you, girl. Hey, baby. Orion. Oh, what a cool name. Sorry, guys. I'm starring all these so that then I can scroll back up where spirit guides me. So just give me a minute to star everybody so I don't miss you guys, okay? England, Birmingham, Nikki, hello. Marid, welcome. I think I'm saying that wrong. I bet you're Irish. I'm part Irish, I should know. Hello, Carla. Let's see. Feathers and butterflies, etc., are spirit when they're in a place not normally made for them. Yes, Cindy, exactly. It makes them unique and special. And that's when they can become good evidence for you, right? Either that or something really personal, like you just have that deep knowing. You walk out and there it is, right? Thanks for your messages, Lorraine. That's so sweet. Okay. Just making sure I got everybody. I do tarot, VJ. I don't have my animal reading cards with me out here today, though. But yes, I do tarot and a lot of animal cards. 3 times German Shepherd. I grew up with 3 German Shepherds, Katrina. Let's see. I got you started. Okay, sorry. I'm almost done, guys. To make sure I got everybody here. Lucinda, hello. Natalie Clark. Let's see. I always remember like yes, Natalie. Yes, she is around. If you come back and you join our mindset and our Awakening Your Intuition Mastermind, Natalie, we learn how to connect and communicate with them. Every week we work on that. We work on those things. So that is very, very cool. So you can see on my live Almost Wins TV, my name is Larkin, Larkin. Okay. Yes. Blue Jay feathers for sure, Kawizi, for sure. All right. So we're going to go back up here and start here. I'm just going to work my way down here based on what Spirit shared with me. So Kawizi, Smokey is so cool. Like I remember reading for Smokey before. Smokey is so cool. And you know, with the ability to walk between worlds, is also, you know, these non-human animals, guys, are so often an extension of our soul, right? They come with us to help support our soul's journey. And so they stay with us throughout our whole lives, even if they don't come back to us, right? Even on the other side, they help carry and stabilize our energy here in this physical world. And Smokey is one of those for you. So, you know, going to be staying very, very close by your side, and a big support actually, Kawizi, for your awakening your intuition journey. Okay, which is really exciting. All right. So glad you're here, Kawizi. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow for Meet Your Spirit Guides. Okay. Let's see here. When I lost my dog, I felt him on the bed with me lots. Yes, absolutely. Let me see, Nikki. I think you have another. You said boo, but you had another. Let me scroll down here to wherever you starred, Nikki. Yeah, Benji Boo. That's right. Benji Boo. What a cute name. I had a dog named Pooh after Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh. He was the same color as Winnie the Pooh, and he just wandered around and was just loving life. So that was his name. All right. Wow. Oh, this is definitely a soul dog for you, Nikki. And yes, he was very much on your bed, and in your presence. Very, very much so. And is still in your energy presence. I'm excited that you were able to feel that. I think that's really cool. So you have, you know, we all have the access to all of our clairs, actually, but we all have one or two clairs that are the strongest for us. And those individual clairs, which I teach my Awakening Your Intuition clients, become a gateway to your other clairs. And definitely your strongest, if not one of your strongest, but your strongest one, is the clairsentience, and that's your ability to feel. And pets are amazing at that. Benji is amazing at that. It's a great way for them to get your attention. You can feel often the weight of them on your couch, on your bed, up against you, rubbing against your leg, sitting and standing on your foot. And, you know, he is definitely a soul dog of yours. So he is trying to make sure, just, you know, the most important thing is just that, you know, he's there and loves you. He's there and loves you. That's the message. Okay. They're not, most messages, guys, even from our human loved ones, are not as complicated as we think. We want to know, should we take cousin so-and-so to court for whatever? Should we, you know, I don't know, switch the collar on our dog? Should we, all these other things? But the bottom line is that most of the time, their first and most important task and preference is that, you know, they're okay and that they're there and that they love you. And they want you to learn to connect from your side, because that helps expand and broaden your horizons. Okay. Because in non-physical, they have all these other abilities. They have all these other things they can do and see. Okay. And so it's just, I keep just getting love, heart, like, I'm present. I'm unconditionally there for you. That is Benji's message to you. And you can feel that. And the more you sense and acknowledge that, the stronger and more obvious those connections are going to be. Okay, the stronger you're going to be able to connect with that. Now, I will say, hi, Fiona, South Australia. Awesome. Let's see. It is him. It is him. Absolutely, it's him. Let's see here. Bye, Cindy. You have a good night too, honey. All right. Let's see. He always lay on the back of my legs because I have bad knees. Little girl now is Winnie. Yes. So, there's two things that I'm wanting to share there with you. Number one, the laying behind your knees. There were a couple things there. Yes, that was an intuitive thing, a healing thing, but it was also a protective thing. If you notice, most of your dogs, some of them, this may not be true. I know there are a lot of dogs that lay with their head on their pillow and you can tuck them in and cuddle them right next to you. But most dogs, if they don't start out near the halfway on the bed or down, they will migrate down. This is a protection thing. This is a pack animal thing. You are a part of their herd. You're the herd. Thinking my horses. You're a part of their pack, right? So you will notice, even if they start up by you to appease you, they usually work their way down and they like to be kind of at your butt or below. This is a protection, a guard thing. And especially if you have a part of your body where if you have bad knees or bad hips or bad feet or something like that, they will often lay up against where that is to be protective of that for you, because that's what they do with their own kind, their own pack. In the wild, that's still in there. Okay. And oftentimes, it depends on how they feel. If they want to guard you and keep a lookout, and you're sleeping, they will usually lay with their back against you. So their head faces out and they can see other things. And I see that there was definitely a sense of, guardianship and protection there. Benji really saw you guys as partners. You are energy partners. Okay. And your sweet Winnie, she has a lot of similar traits and wants those same things, but she also is a very different, unique energy, a very different, unique soul about her. And there's a just this I don't know, just this cute, adorable, soft, cuddly lovingness, little feisty, cute independence about Winnie that she has. And I can see by looking at you and the person you were with Benji and the person you are now, Nikki, there is a shift. Like, there's a shift in who you've grown to become. And the canine companion that you have now matches that shift perfectly. Because dogs tend to balance out what we need. So you are definitely in good hands. Their souls know one another, and they are there to support you. So much so, Nikki. So thank you for letting me read for you. I do want to say real quickly, Nikki, let's see. Protective. Yeah. Hi, Kelly. Welcome. All right, Kelly, I got you started. Let's see here. She's very like him. Yeah. So they're kindred souls, but they do have unique personalities as well. There definitely is a difference in their vibrational frequency. So it's not the same dog. She's definitely got her own unique soul. They do have a lot of similarities, but they also have enough differences and shifts in their vibrational energy that they each matched you perfectly for where you are. They do know one another. You have quite a few animals in your animal souls in your spirit community, Nikki. And I love that. I love you have this big, warm, embracing auric energy for the animal energies. And that's really powerful. Okay. Let's see. I also want to share with you before I move on to the next person, Nikki, which is really cool. You have, I'm being shown by your spirit guides to please share with you, 2 of your animal guides, 2 of your spirit animals as well. So one is the fox. Okay. canine, but individual, private, smart, intelligent, family oriented when it comes to family, but not big pack oriented. The community will help kind of raise each other's babies, but it's not like wolves and coyotes. They're more solitary. And foxes are just amazing. They're gentle, they're playful, they're fun, they're observant. And you can look it up. Get the Animal Speak book from Ted Andrews, or Animal Wise, but Animal Speak is the first one I recognize that I recommend. And then you look that up and it'll give you more details on the fox. The other one I see right now coming into play for you is the eagle. And it's interesting. You can look this up and you'll probably see it might relate to this phase of your life. But the eagle also has a big bird's eye view, a broad wingspan where it can soar for long periods of time and float without effort by guiding on the air currents in the air without a lot of effort and getting a big perspective, right? Really getting an objective perspective of things. Being unique in your solid decisions and the things that you know to your core are right. And having that sort of bird's eye view, the ability to really detach and see what's going on, and the ability to have guardianship, which obviously you do with your non-human animals. So anyway, they wanted me to share that with you today as well. I would look those up, Nikki. I think that's pretty cool. I love sharing people's animal totems with them. Okay, let's see here. All right. Thank you for letting me read for you, Nikki. Let's see. Nikki, you love foxes. Oh, you feed them all the time? No way. Well, there you go. Not always. Sometimes we have animal spirit guides and totems that are not from our part of the world. It does not mean that you cannot run into their energies in other ways. So if you see them a lot, or you think about them, or you really like them, or sometimes you really don't. Sometimes people have like spiders or scorpions as one of their spirit animals, and they're like, ugh. But the truth is they all have positive, powerful strengths and messages for you, okay? So I'm glad that resonates with you. Yes, lots of animals. You're so welcome. So Kelly, if you could be specific, I'd love to read for you, honey. I'll star you. We're doing non-human animals today. And then if you have a reading that you need done from with like animals or not, like humans or non-human animals, regardless, I'm going to get on and do a bonus reading on Sunday to catch up with people I didn't get to on Wednesday. Okay. Let's see here. Same for you. Alice Creation, if you want to join us on Sunday, I'm going to do bonus readings since I've missed a couple reading times. Here's my school. If you guys join my school for absolute free, you can see my calendar, and when all my readings are, I'll post tonight my Sunday bonus readings. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, what's your ex thinking about? You probably should go to somebody else for that, to be honest. I'm a women's coach, and I don't, that's a waste of your time. Don't ever wonder what your ex is thinking about. That just means he has your attention, and it means you're chasing him, and it means you're not close to finding the right man and the right relationship. So if you are asking what your ex is thinking about, you need to do a complete turnaround. I would either find a women's coach to help you with that. You can join one of my events on school. You'll see I have events coming up, and a weekly event where we talk about this stuff. But women, do not waste your time wondering what a guy is thinking. It just doesn't matter. It is such a waste of your time. It gives him the benefit of you chasing him without you getting anything out of it. Guarantee you it's a disadvantage for you. Okay. All right. So you can join my school and find out when that schedule is. All right, so let's, Kelly, I can't wait to read for your rabbit. I'm going to scroll up here. You watch him over the bungalow. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. Hi, Layla. Welcome. All right, I'm going to scroll up to the next one. Spirit guide's like, come on, Lark. Let's see here. Okay. All right, Natalie, I see you. I don't know if you're still on here. Let me do Katrina, are you still here? You and your German Shepherds? 3 times German Shepherds. Wow. Are you still here, Katrina? Let me know. You are. Oh my gosh. So Katrina, this just touches my heart because I grew up with 3 German Shepherds, and you know, guys, I can't say I have a favorite dog. Like, honestly, there's so many amazing dogs. They're each unique individual souls, right? But I grew up with Shepherds, and I must say, Malinois, so many different types of similar dogs. There is nothing like the loyalty of a German Shepherd. And I get chills when I say that. There is nothing. I mean, all dogs are loyal. They are. You don't find anything more loyal than a dog. But there is just this deep, like, almost like samurai, I will just completely sacrifice myself for you love and loyalty with a German Shepherd. It's a feeling. I guess you have to have one. You have to have loved one to know what I'm talking about. Yeah, best dogs. I mean, there are no words. So I grew up with Shepherds, and so of course I'm gonna be partial to that feeling, because it's just phenomenal. But that doesn't change in spirit, Katrina. That doesn't change in spirit. And a lot of times, so I'm being asked to share this with you, and no one's ever asked me this, but it's a good point. Spirit's having me share. Canine souls are canine souls. So they're part of the canine collective, just like we're part of the, human collective, and we're individual souls. It's the same for dogs. They really do have a strong pack, energy about them. And, but the type of dog necessarily, they can be different types of dogs. Okay. So, your shepherds chose to come to you as shepherds to match that loyalty, partnership, and that calm balance of energy, strength, and protection that they wanted to represent with you in this world, which I think is really cool. Because each type of dog, guys, hi, Andrea, each type of dog, sorry, I was starring somebody. Each type of dog does have their own, personality, but the soul can embody any of those types of dogs that they come in. Okay. But they chose to come to you for shepherds. You needed that energy. And I see that energy like in your auric field and surrounding you. And it's interesting. Oh, wow. Ooh, this is new. I haven't seen this before, but why not? This makes total sense. They're showing me something really cool that I've never actually thought of before. I always talk to my awakening your intuition clients about like your counsels, your spirit counsels, that give you guidance. And if you're here on a mission, like, you can call on them and do just phenomenal things. And we talk about that a lot, but I've never seen like what they're showing me. And this makes sense. Like, this makes total sense. And it should make sense to me because, I'm an animal guardian. I have counsels of animals, but I've never thought of it this way to share in a reading, which is what they're having me show you. That like your 3 shepherds are like a part of an animal council for you. That's amazing. So our animals dogs ground us. And if you're a more serious working dog, there's more grounding. So the German Shepherds grounded you. And, but they are part of a spiritual council for you, both human and non-human energy souls. So that's pretty cool. They wanted me to share that with you today. Okay. Let's see here. Keep sharing that. Keep talking to them, Katrina. Yeah, isn't that cool, Katrina? I didn't know that. So what they showed me like the 3 of them sitting, like one in front of you, one on this side, all kind of looking at you, kind of in this front half circle of your body, looking at you, like waiting, like, we're partners, like we're still here, we're not going anywhere. And then I saw them just like they, were here on the other side. And then all of a sudden that backed up and there was like this whole like circle, like this table, like when I call in my councils and I talk to them, and all these other like spiritual council members walked in and they're part of your council. I know it sounds crazy, but I know that you feel that that resonates with you. So you can feel that. That's your validation. Okay. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah. 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 Well, when you're talking to Brucey boy, you're also talking to all of them. Like they're all right there. You know, a lot of times we have a spokesperson, so he's being like your spokesperson, but they're all right there. I mean, it's just whoever we're visualizing and able to feel like we connect with best at the time. But basically, they're all there. All right. Let's see. I do want to share this. Layla, thank you for sharing. They are protectors. My mom had one that just recently passed away, but he used to go all the bedrooms, put his nose up on the grandchildren. Yep. To hear them breathe every night before they would relax. Yes. Yes. When I was a baby, one of our shepherds did this, and he was huge. And he would lay under my crib, and my poor mom, like every time I would so much as wiggle, he was, oh my God, he'd go tearing out in the other room and get my mom and make her come in to check on me to make sure I was breathing and I was okay. You know, they always had stairs blocked up. I don't know why. I don't know how I got to the stairs because that's not like my parents. But evidently, somehow, I was running towards the stairs as a toddler. And Avalanche, he was a long-haired shepherd. He saw me. He got up calmly. He went over. My parents tell this story over and over. He laid down right across the top of the stairs. And they said I was screaming and yelling and I was pulling on his fur and I was hitting on him, which is not like me. But I guess I really wanted down those stairs. And he just looked at, like, he just waited till my parents came over. So they're amazing. I know, Katrina, I know, but Katrina, hi, Susan. But Katrina, no, that, I know they are angels, Kelly, they are, but Katrina, know that, and again, I mean, you're going to miss them no matter what, right? Like you miss them. Like you're always going to miss them. And people say, oh, you know, things heal with time. Yeah, to an extent, things heal with time. But there's also things that, you know, when we love someone or something that just doesn't go away, right? That we just always will feel and always miss them. And there's a reason for that. You know, there's a reason for that. I got to somehow scroll back up here. I want to do your rabbit. Looking for your rabbit here, Kelly. So you will miss them, but I think it is important to also, guys, I share this all the time and your loved ones want me to share this because they want you to have comfort. I think it is important that you guys remember and always understand that your loved ones, including your animals, especially your animals, like they were with you before. And they were with you before and they will be with you again. And they're outside of space and time. And here's a really cool thing that I think is positive that helps me, right? Because I feel so deeply. It doesn't matter how long somebody's left this world. I still miss them desperately. But I hope that this is comforting for you. They're telling me to share this. You know, you got to keep in mind, in order for us to experience more with each other and grow and learn and expand in all of eternity with each other, this includes our non-human animals, we have to pass in and out of these worlds. There has to be a beginning and an end in order for us to have a new experience with them, right? You have had so many life and multi-dimensional experiences with these non-human animals. And that would not be possible if we were not stepping into the realm of time and space to have an experience with them. You are getting to know their souls on new and deeper levels as you incarnate with them each time. And at the bottom of the missing and the pain and the feeling of loss and separation is only love. And so when we return back to non-physical and we have embarked in these experiences with our animals and our loved ones, we're closer. We understand each other better. We're more empowered. And it's a part of our soul's evolution, and we evolve with them. So just keep that in mind. We have amnesia, we have blinders on. So it feels like we're losing these loved ones. It feels like the end of something. But the truth is, guys, I keep reminding people of this because it's so important. It's not that you're all born here and then we die, we meet up on the other side. It's not like that. Your souls are already eternal. You were with your German shepherds for eternity. You know their souls. And so when we're born, we have to have this amnesia so that our heads don't explode, so that we can have a fresh experience in an incarnation. Okay? And so when you miss your loved ones or you miss your pets, just keep that in mind. You were together before this life. And you're still together. You just aren't perceiving them the same way because you're in a limited reality. And you will be with them again after this life. And so on and so on and so on. And when you recognize that never-endingness to them, trying to keep the mosquitoes away. When you recognize that never-endingness, what happens is the missing turns into the gratitude of love and time spent together instead of a feeling of loss. Okay? So I hope that helps you guys. I hope that helps you. Oh, let's see. I'm going to send your council of shepherds with you, Nikki. Let's see. Not Nikki. I'm sorry. I'm getting all you guys mixed up here now. Katrina. So Kelly Ann, let's see. My Pearl Golden loves her daddy and is so jealous. Oh, yeah. We've talked about her. Yes. She is so sweet. But it's, remember, it's that she knows the love and attention she gets from you comes unsolicited. And she knows things that he needs. So a lot of times our non-human animals are coming, they're seeming to favor somebody. Sometimes it's not that they favor somebody more. Sometimes it's simply that they see those other people need something that you don't. And or they have limited time with that person. And or they feel like they have to please them and that their love is more conditional. And they know with you it's not. It's not really that they love someone else more. All right, let's tune into your bunny. Here, Kellyanne. Yes. You're welcome, Katrina. Let's see. Oh, Layla, you got a kitten after your husband passed. Yes, it does help. And he encouraged that. That was from him. That is good. I see you, Susan. So we're going to do Kelly's rabbit now. And Susan, here's what I recommend. Today is non-human animal readings. Friday is dedicated to that because so many times they get neglected and they don't have a voice. And on Monday and Wednesday at 4 p.m. EDT, I do readings for humans and animals, but Friday is just animals. Or you can join me Sunday for my bonus reading to make up for a couple of the lives that I've missed. I will have that posted on my school account. Okay, Susan? Veronica has the best readers I've ever seen here. So if you don't want to wait for me, that's perfectly fine. I'm sure there are hundreds of readers online right now that can read for you. Okay, Susan? But if you would like to join me for a reading, I'm going to post my school network here. It's absolutely free. I have the calendar of all my events there. And you can find me Sunday, Monday, or Wednesday for that reading, okay, about your mom and your husband. Mwah. They are with you, and you will get a reading at just the perfect time, okay? So have faith in divine timing. All right, so let's talk about your bunny. I love your 100%, Nikki. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome, Susan. I'm telling you, they know where you are. So you'll get the reading at just the right time. You had a big dog, Bruin, that passed away. Oh, all right. Well, I got you starred there. Let's see here. Let's see, Kelly. Okay. Want to make sure I don't miss anything. Ask him if all his needs are met and if he's happy and anything else he wants to tell me. So, Kelly Ann, I have a suggestion for you. And beings you're in my awakening your intuition mastermind, we talk about this actually in the course as well. But since you're in the mastermind, this is something we can continue to talk about this week on our mastermind live. But you can ask him yourself. Okay. And I want to answer your question, first of all, by sharing that, and I don't mean to correct your question, but humans and non-human animals, we are joy in our essence. Happiness is actually an egoic thing. It's a human thing. Happy and unhappy is a mood that has to do with our mind, our brain. Okay. Joy, peace, fulfillment, love, abundance, those are soul things. So yeah, I would say, yeah, he's happy. Absolutely. He's happy. He's happy and at peace on the other side. This whole peace thing really came from, it's kind of a human religious thing that we've come up with, but peace comes from a quiet mind, right? So we all have this opportunity for peace on the other side because we're not stressed and worried about things. And the same is true for your bunny. Okay. On the other side, there aren't things that cause stress and anxiety because we don't have a mind and a nervous system. And the stress and anxiety all comes from mind and nervous systems. Okay. So absolutely. And I'm looking at my third eye to see like where he is right now. Looks like he bounces back and forth. Between different groups of energies that he enjoys. So animals are all a part of their collective, just like we are. I told you guys this before. The bunnies have their individual souls and their collective bunny soul. So I checked in. He's running around in green grass, clover, flowers, dandelions, beautiful gardens with bunnies. And there are so many. I didn't know this. I haven't tuned in very often to where bunnies, who bunnies hang out with on the other side. A lot of times it's other humans and things like that. But he is running around with just this whole communities of bunnies. And they're so happy and they're in gardens. And here's what's really neat. There's a lot of beautiful ethereal beings in with bunnies. There are animal angels and so many beautiful etheric beings and creatures that run around and hang out with the bunnies. We see it here. We see bunnies. They're sweet. They're gentle. They're cute. They're happy and content. Actually, a lot of them like cats, but they're happy and content around birds and butterflies and things like that. And that's not a joke. That's really their energy. They really are that innocent and very intelligent too, though. Actually, they're very intelligent souls. And so I see this big bunny community that he's hanging out with. I also see him hanging out with other animals, with cats, with a lot of beautiful garden animals. So yes, I would say if we're using the human egoic term happy, he's very happy. I think the message is pretty simple. The message is just like, I'm there, like I'm here. And I love you. And here's the thing about bunnies. Part of this might be because they're prey animal energy, right? They don't have the same goal oriented, task oriented minds like dogs and cats do. They're just peaceful being present. And that's how he is. So he's just peaceful. There's nothing specific to tell you other than I'm here and there's love. And look at all this is going on. Look at these fields and fields of flowers and clovers, right? And guys, that's kind of how bunnies are. Like they're very peaceful. They're very peaceful. So he's super cute. Thank you for chiming in and asking about him. Let's see. You saved him from a dog attack. Well, you knew I was going to say that, Kelly. Thank you, Elisa G's. Yeah, he got moved down. That's why I was late today. He got moved down to the first floor for a week or two of therapy. So thank you. He's a rescue. Yeah. So when we rescue animals, there's a tremendous amount of gratitude, Kelly. Okay. A tremendous amount of gratitude. And you can feel that, but they know, right? They know. There can also be rewiring and revision done if there are after trauma effects of not wanting to be, let's say, an animal's attacked by a dog. It doesn't necessarily mean they're always going to be afraid of dogs, right? Sometimes they are. Sometimes they can pick up on the other energies that are going on as well. But that gratitude is very there and very strong. And the energy that he protrudes towards you is sort of almost idealistic, like looking up to you like an angel, right? Like, and from the moment you mentioned him up in the comments, the energy was just this, like, here I am smiling, like just very straight, not complicated love and gratitude for you. Okay. So truth be told, guys, animals know when they are rescued. Okay. They know. You're welcome. Okay. I love when people come up with bunnies, like other animals, you know. We get a lot of cats and dogs. We get some horses. But it's so fun when we start to get the guinea pigs and the budgies and the bunnies coming up. All right, let's do a couple more here. You scroll up here. The bunny energy is very different. It's a lot like horse energy, but different. So if you have that Animal Speak and Animal Wise book, Kelly, I would look that up a little more in depth, and you can get more in-depth insight as to what they represent in your life. Okay. Let's see here, guys. Sorry, let me unstar this. I've already done that. Sorry, guys. I'm looking for the next one I have starred here. Got squirrels coming up to me here. Natalie, are you still here? Natalie, let me know in the comments if you're still here, please. So Elisa G's, I don't know if you're still here either, Natalie and Elisa G's. In the Awakening Your Intuition program, Elisa G's, and in the Mastermind, they're two separate things. You guys can buy like the digital course and get all the course, and then there's a mastermind that goes with it, right? So for $47 a month, you guys can join a mindset and an Awakening Your Intuition mastermind, and we talk about this. We talk how to connect with them. And I think, you know, Elisa G's, from the last time we talked and sort of read for you, the message is pretty much the same. It's the love, the support, the presence, the fact that they're okay. That's the thing they want you to know the most. But there's also this nudging, Elisa G's, and I'm going to share this, even though this sounds like it's not an animal reading type of thing. I'm going to share it because it is from them and what they recognize about you. They want you, you're never stuck. You're never stuck. So I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying you're stuck. You're never stuck. But they want you to push forward out from where you are. Does that make sense, Elisages? And Brody and Angie, yeah, they're dogs, but they can see where you need to go. They can see what you're doing and what you're not doing. Hi, Sean. Welcome. You're there, Natalie. Awesome. They can see what you need to do, just like your spirit guides can see what you need to do. Okay. So they want you to start making some decisions. Oh, Carla, I'm sorry. I saw your question there. I didn't see your comment before, Carla, about your daughter, but I did give you guys instructions as to what to do here. They want you to get in a place that the energy doesn't feel so stuck. Again, you're not stuck, but your energy seems to be caught up in something. It seems to be caught up in not moving forward, and they want you to move forward. They want you to step out of your comfort zone instead of, and forgive me for saying it, but this is how they're saying it, okay? Instead of you having reasons, they're calling it, which I think is very nice of them to call it that. Instead of you having reasons for why you're not doing something or why you can't afford something or why you're at a certain place in your life, they want you to start taking some risks, to really believe in yourself, to really have a vision of the future you want. And yes, these are your dogs speaking. And get out of your comfort zone, right? Because everything you want is outside of your comfort zone. And they want you to go there. All right? So this is coming from your dogs, and their energy is still there, grounding you and supporting you, even from the other side, grounding you and supporting you. Okay? So take that to heart. They're sharing messages with your spirit guides. And by the way, keep working with your spirit guides. Okay? Keep working with your spirit guides. Remember that Meet Your Spirit Guides was meant to be taken on and move forward. Build that relationship. Practice what we talk about. Okay? Guys, Meet Your Spirit Guides is tomorrow. If any of you still want to meet your spirit guides, you can message me at larkinsreadings@gmail.com and just type spirit guides. I still have 2 more spots because I haven't been on my lives, so nobody knew I was having it. And I'll send you the information tonight, okay? All right, so Alyssa G's, take that to heart from your Angie and Brody. Natalie. Let's see. I always feel my late cat around me at home. Her name was Bugs. I had a Bugs too. Bagheera. He was a big black cat. Oh, he was amazing. Her name was Bugs, and she's a gray mid-length fur. Her presence is so strong at times that I call my tabby by her name. Oh my gosh, I love when that happens. So guys, that's a superimposition. Like, I don't mean that like an imposition, like they're superimposing themselves. And this can happen with both human and non-human animal souls, where the soul trying to come through will often superimpose themselves through another human or animal. If it's a human soul, through a human. If it's an animal soul, through another animal. And will come through in order to get your attention, just to say, hey, I'm present. Hey, I'm there. Okay? So that's very cool. What I really love, Natalie, is that your intuition is strong enough that you recognize that's what you're doing, that that's what's happening. And that is amazing. I'm so impressed with that. Okay? Okay. Thank you, honey. I love you. Bless my husband's heart. He's going to go pick my mother up, his mother-in-law, across town, take her all the way to the hospital with my dad and feed her. My husband's an angel. But anyway, that's a different topic. So yes. And Natalie, I must say, I am so proud of you for your intuitive abilities getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And you know, it would be fun if, don't forget, if you want to join our Awakening Your Intuition Mastermind. We have that every Tuesday now. And it's super fun. And this is the kind of stuff we talk about. And I am just so proud of you for trusting that. You have so much going on with your cat energy, and it's amazing, Natalie. Mwah. Thank you for tuning in and sharing with us. All right, guys. Guys, don't forget, if you join my school, I have all these cool events coming up. Everything from free to high-end coaching, and you can get my complete calendar of all my events. Let's see here. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get to a starred one up here. Did that one already. Kelly, Garrick, let me know if you're still here, please. Why didn't it? Where is it? Where's Kelly's? Shoot. Kelly, if you're here, could you write again your question about Orion? What the hell happened to it? Oh. Wait a minute here. Shoot. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get her up here, and it's gone. Oh, no. Kels. Oh, what happened to... Oh, there it is. Kels Garrick. Where did I get Kelly from? That's so weird. Oh. That's because she wrote Kelly in the comments. Okay, sorry. Like, I know I saw Kelly somewhere. Okay. All right. Your baby dog, Orion. So, guys, if you like this, please make sure you like it so more people can find the page and Veronica's page. If you like what I'm doing and you want to either learn more about mindset and manifesting, want to learn how to, need help with relationships and dating. This is part of the manifesting that I do, along with the psychic medium work. All of that, guys, is on my school. So it's absolutely free, but I want you to know that it's a safe community where science and spirituality are not mutually exclusive. And I help you to reclaim your power, transform what you want to transform, and manifest. Okay, so you can feel more confident and you can connect with spirit. All of this is important and it all works together. Anyway, that's what my school's about. If you guys want help with that, it's available to you. Okay. All right. I also have all my reading lives posted on there. So let's choose. Let's see if Kels is here, and then we'll check in with baby Orion. Baby Orion. Let's see. Okay. Let me know if you're here, Kels. Just want to make sure you're here before. I always like to make sure people are here. You're welcome, Natalie. Hi, Jackie Mercer. You're welcome, Elisa G's. Yeah, they are right, Elisa G's. I can feel it. Julie Coffee, welcome. All right. Let's see if Kels is here. Okay, if Kels is not here, I just like to make sure, guys, because sometimes people get off and they never come back and watch the video. So I want to make sure I'm reading for people that are here, okay? All right. All right. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes. All right, I'm scrolling back up here. Let's see if Layla, are you still here? Let me know if you're still here, Layla. Layla, just let me know if you're here. Sometimes people have to get off. I know it's late for some of you guys. Some of you guys are like way off. You're like 5 hours ahead of me, some of you. We have people from all around the world that listen. So let's see. Oh, Border Collies, Lorraine. Ah, girl. Oh, I'd love to read for them. Oh my God, look at all those cats. Does your Border Collies and cats get along? I'd be interested in knowing that. A lot of them do. Some of them don't. My Border Collie was not good with cats. She would have been a really good professional herder. Okay, let's see. Layla, yay, you're there. Okay, you're next, honey. Let's see. There's one dog. He was a mutt between a mix of a husky and a German shepherd. Aren't they cool? That is such a cool combination. Caught between loyalty and discipline and rules and being a wild anything goes husky who's very meticulous. That's such a fun combination. And a collie. Oh my God. At the collie, and you have that beautiful gentleness with that kind of shy, clever ability to manipulate what needs to happen. What a beautiful, oh God, love to see a picture of this dog. Let's see, his name was Bosco. I know I get all into this, guys. I love dogs. Surprised I'm not a dog soul, to be honest. He was the family dog ever since I was young. Really never attached to any other dogs except this dog. Okay. Wondering if you could connect with him. All right. Well, let's connect with Bosco. I immediately get like this wonderful, warm, fuzzy feeling. They did, Lorraine. That's so awesome. That's great. I love when border collies get along with cats. When they do, it is so phenomenal. Let's see, Bosco. Oh God. Let me just wallow in his like light for a minute, will you? Just you guys bring them with you, and I just bask in the presence of these beings, guys. They are beings. They have souls. They are beings. They are magnificent. They are wise. And wow, I love Bosco's energy. Like, I'm just making you all wait while I sit here, like, because what's happening is, you know, I have all my clairs, so I use all my clairs very strongly. And I sort of get like a feeling and a visual for him. And the feeling is just like he's coming through my clairsentience so strong that it's overwhelming. Like, it makes me want to cry in a good way. Like, in a way that is just the presence of his being is just, it's the energy that makes me want to tear up, right? Because it's just so magnificent. And they all are. But the way he's able to come through for me and kind of literally just bask me in this golden light is just amazing. And not to belittle any other dog or animal that was here, right? They're all magnificent. They're all sacred. They're all special. Different ones are on they all have their own evolutionary path too, though, right? And Bosco, wow, this dog is just an amazing communicator. I think that's why I feel him so intensely, Layla. Like, so much history and wisdom, so much that he's done with his incarnations, so much to share and teach, so much knowingness in observing you and the family. One of the reasons that you felt such an attachment to him is he was really, I mean, not that they don't all, guys. Again, I'm not reducing any of these other animals, but his ability to come through with this is, you know, definitely having an impact on me. And so I'm sharing it because he's really able to communicate this well. Bosco is like a master teacher in the canine world. You know, just like we have with human souls, we have different, not levels, not hierarchies, like any's better or worse than the other, but just levels of evolution and consciousness and awareness. Bosco is like, he's just, I don't want to say an old soul. I'm going to say an old soul because that's what we relate to. But when I say old soul, that's not really true because all souls are the same age, okay? But an old soul in experience, in the lives he's had, in the incarnations that he's had, in the lives that he's experienced, in his relationship in particular with humans, with human souls, with coming and incarnating with humans. And yes, he's one of your soul dogs. He's in your soul community. Usually they are, not always. Usually we come with those in our soul circle. But Bosco came with like this knowing, and he let life play out, and he acted like a dog that he is, and all that, because here in this world, yeah, he's a dog, right? He's incarnating physically as a dog, but there's just he's got all this other stuff going on, and it's just amazing. The number 7 and 8 is very relevant to me. Do you relate to that in regards to rescue to Bosco, the number 7 or 8? Is that relatable to you? If not, it's leading us to something else. Let me know, Layla, in the comments. He's also showing me his fur. He's showing me a piece of metal. It looks like maybe it was a dog tag or something that was on his a collar that he had, something that was given to you from the vet that was in reference to him. No, 7 or 8. Okay. Think about that, because when we might get off of here, 7 or 8 is probably going to be relevant. Somewhere in there, 7 or 8 is relevant, and it may not make sense to you right now. You can message me later when you figure out what it is, but I'm seeing that number, and somehow that is relevant. We don't always know what it is at the time, but that's coming in very loud and clearly. He's showing me a very an acute sensitivity with his ears and his hearing and his magnificent ears. Let's see here. And you know, he's sharing with me like he heard everything, and he could feel everything. And the collie in him would often process without necessarily responding. Just wait and kind of observe first. So there was that gentleness there. Definitely take note of 7 or 8, because there's something very significant there that he's trying to point out and lead me to. So somewhere, this happens a lot in readings, you're here with me now, right? At some point, somewhere, you're going to find there was something significant with 7 or 8. It was either part of an address, it had something to do with a birthday or a passing date, it had to do with a number of something, or a number of years that were relevant for you. Somewhere 7, 8 is going to be relevant. Okay. I will argue with people until the cows come home, because I trust what Spirit says. Okay. So I know that that's somewhere relevant. Let's see. So Bosco is telling me he is a part of your soul family for sure. And he does hang out with the canines. He does hang out with the canine world. He was greeted by canines. But he also hangs out with other non-human animals and human souls in your family. On the other, in non-physical, I'm actually seeing 5 different human type figures. I'm just seeing like silhouettes, like figures that he spends time with. He hangs out with his canines, and then he also spends a lot of time with these energies that are in your sphere, in your circle, Layla. It looks like a couple of them are older energies, like maybe one's kind of off to the side. It looks like she might be like a great aunt or something. I don't know. That's how she appears to me. Just age-wise and energy-wise, she's a little off to the side. And then there's like an older couple. Maybe those are grandparents or great-grandparents, but there's an older energy there. And then there's 2 energies that are a little younger. One is male and one is female. It looks like one is either like a very, very, very close friend or a relative. Maybe an uncle or a cousin, but it's like a male energy, sort of slender. And then there's also a female energy. Little, now guys, age is kind of iffy, because a lot of times a soul could pass and they come back younger than they are. But from what they're showing me, I described the like grandparent type side here, and then on this side I'm seeing the two younger peep energies. The male energy, at least in spirit, how he's coming to me, is a little older than the female energy. The female energy would probably be closer to your age. Maybe like, and let me know in the comments, Layla, yes or no, and then I'll check comments in a minute. Just let me know yes or no so you don't interrupt anything that's coming in. But Bosco's sort of making a circle around these energies, and so the female energy is a little closer to your age, and that would either be like a very, very close friend energy, a cousin or a sister energy. She'd be about your closer to your age. And these are 5 of the human soul energies that Bosco's hanging out with, in addition to his canine community. He does pop in and see you, like he's there. When you talk to him, he can hear you. But he's off enjoying himself in the other worlds. And like I said, for a canine, he's a master teacher canine. So he also has purpose and mission in the things that he's doing. All right, I'm going to check over here and see if this makes sense to you. So here, Layla, hold on, scrolling down here. Sorry. Oh, but my sister passed away 3 years ago. Okay. Yes. Well, he is with her then. I would say that energy then that feels so close to you, that I saw as a very, very close friend, cousin or sister energy. That's the closeness I'm feeling. That would be your sister and your dad. Okay. Wow. And so then the older relatives on the other side, just help me validate this because I think this is interesting. The ones on the other side, would those be from your mother's side then? The older aunt type energy? And then the grandparent or great grandparent as a couple energy? Just to verify what's coming in. Would that be from your mom's side? I'm only asking this because they're standing on this side, and if your dad and sister are standing here, there is a little space, a little distance in between them. And a lot of times that is an indicator. A lot of times they do that. So I learned from this by asking yes or no from you here, because a lot of times they do that to indicate to me 2 different sides of the family. Okay. All right. Well, look it up, Layla, and let me know, because a lot of things that come through, guys, are not, people will often say no to a reader, and I never believe that. I don't buy it. Like, I like the whole yes no thing. That's what we need as readers. But like, a lot of times someone will be adamantly like, I don't relate to that, and that doesn't make any sense. And if spirit is saying, yeah, I believe spirit over the person, because spirit knows and we don't. And I definitely don't, right? I can just take you what I'm giving you, and it's different for every soul that comes through. I will tell you a quick story, and then I'm going to move on. Could be your husband. Hold on, I'm checking in here. Wait. Hold on. This helps because let me check in and ask. Okay. The gentleman next to your sister is rather slender and just looks slightly older than her. He has a button-down blue shirt on and jeans. I'm getting yes. Your husband is the one standing next to your sister. So then I'm asking, who is on the left then, and why is there a split? And you can verify if this makes sense to you, okay? And why is it an older aunt energy and not a dad energy? I see separate there. Layla, did your dad's parents, I know it's supposed to be animals today. Did your dad's parents pass away? Layla, let me know in the comments, just yes or no. Don't tell me anything about them. Did your dad's parents pass away? Because I think I know what's happening here. I think I know what's happening on the left side, where I'm seeing the older couple. and then the individual older lady. Just yes or no. Did your dad's parents pass away? Yes. Okay. Here's what's happening. On this side, it's your sister and your husband. Your husband is now smiling because that was validation. Do you guys see how this works? Like, it's totally different with everybody. Sometimes souls have to inch their way or work their way in to get through a certain way. And I have to take whatever's given to me and translate it. And the more I sort out the riddle, the more comes through. Okay. So I see what's happening now. So your sister and your husband are here. Your dad's parents came forward, not your dad, because it was harder for your dad to get through to me. Okay. Maybe that wouldn't be true for another reader. I don't know. For whatever reason, maybe it's not because it's me. Maybe it is because it's me. I don't know. Just right now in here, he was having a harder time moving forward. Remember I said earlier, sometimes other souls, human and non-human, come forward so that another soul can come through. So this ant energy on the left of your dad's parents and your dad's parents are holding space and making way for him to come through. Now I can see they've broken through. We've acknowledged that. Now they're relieved and they can reveal themselves. Now I can see your dad moving forward from the aethers, kind of in the tiny space between this ant energy and your parents. So I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at my third eye right now. Okay. Now he can come through. Wow, I have such chills. So this is supposed to be about animals today, but Layla, we need to do this. There's something about your dad's passing you have not gotten closure on. And that's why he's having trouble coming through. I have told you guys on some of my other lives, and I'm going to tell you here, although I don't like this task, souls seem to come to me when there's some sort of subconscious or emotional block and they want to break through and come through to someone. They'll often come through me because I don't mind. I don't get embarrassed if I sit here and I'm struggling to bring somebody through. I'm just blatant and honest about it. I'm not going to make stuff up. I'm not going to, I'm just going to be blatant about, look, I'm not getting this, or I'm getting that, or we got to work through this. Please be patient with me. Because if a reader can help them work through that and break through that and bring it to your awareness and acknowledgement, then in that forgiveness or acknowledgement, then they can start coming through to you. And that's what your dad wants. Your dad wants to be able to come through to you, have you recognize it, have more of an ease and open flow there. He wants you to be at peace. He wants you to have more healing. He wants you to know how much he loves you. He wants you to understand that he knows there were some elements of a lack of closure. And maybe it's just emotional, but it's there. And so what I love is that your family is coming to the rescue here, and they were walking through, and like they know how to better communicate with us than we do them on the other side. But he's been trying to learn how to connect and communicate with you more personally from the other side. And your other relatives, his family coming through for you guys there is really helping with that. Okay, they were making the way there for that. He is really, really, really proud of you. And that's not evidential stuff at all. That's just a message from him, okay? But he wants you to know that as a soul, in doing his review and looking at his life, his time with you, one of the things that as a soul he reflects on and takes as a lesson is that he feels, and you might not feel this way, you might feel that he did, but he feels as though he needed to spend more time with you. He feels as though, as a soul, he looks that there are certain things he should have been there to do with you or been there for you with, that as the child you might not know or even recognize that he feels he was absent for, but he believes that there were things and times that he should have been even more present. And that's what he wants to say to you. And he's been trying to get through just to let you know he is present with you. He does love you and he's proud of you. And there are things that you might not even recognize that he now sees. There were opportunities for him to spend more time in this world with you. And knowing what he knows now, he would have looked at what his pull and his need and priorities were at the time and realized how quickly life goes. And he would have spent that extra little bit of time. But he's saying we can do that on the other side and we can do it again. Okay. Wow. So Bosco is with all these people, with all these souls. Okay, Layla, I know I took a long time on this, but there was a lot that needed to come through for this today for you. And it's really, really powerful. And I thank you guys for your patience. Like, I know, guys, that I take a long time. I do these online live readings, free live readings, like I would a $200 long session reading. Okay. It doesn't mean there aren't benefits to doing the private session. There are. But I'm just saying, spirit unfolds and reveals. And so I want to thank you guys for your patience with that. And I also want to bring one other point up. You're welcome, Layla. I reserve Fridays for Furball Friday specifically for non-human animals because they don't always get the same amount of attention. But I want you to see, and I'm just realizing this myself, Bosco revealed himself to me as a master teacher, right? Hi, Mystical. Welcome. Bosco revealed himself as a master teacher. And then I want you all to see what he did. He's not just a canine on the other side, a canine soul being cared for and loved by human souls. He shared with you that he's with other canines, but he's also with your other soul family members. And then human souls came through. He brought forward your sister. He brought forward your husband. He brought forward the souls that could bring forward your dad. And you know who did that? Bosco did that. I want you all to see this as a master soul, non-human animal soul on the other side. So the next time we elevate just the human souls and we don't recognize the power and mastership and evolution and wisdom and guidance and angelic spirit guide quality of non-human animals, this is evidence of that right here. Thank you, Bosco. Right in front of all of you animal lovers to see this, okay? So please make note of that. And those of you in my Awakening Your Intuition program, we will definitely be talking about this on the Tuesday Mastermind, okay? And going in depth with this and letting you guys practice this with your own non-human animals, okay? This is amazing. All right, I got you started, Mystique. My dad had to go get my mom so I can stay on a little longer than I was going to. Guys, let me know in the comments if you're liking this, if you find it valuable. Just make sure you like it if you find this valuable. And this helps people find Veronica's page at all because our goal is to really help people, right? Let's see, I have Pet Queen next. I love that name. Don't forget, guys, if there's anybody here on here who wants to do Meet Your Spirit Guides this weekend, if you literally want to meet your spirit guides, just email me at larkinsreadings@gmail.com with spirit guides, and I can send you the info tonight for tomorrow. Let's see here if she's down here. Definitely. Awesome. Awesome, Lorraine. Awesome. All right. Try one more time and see if Pet Queen is here. If not, I'll message her later in the comments. All right, let's scroll back up here. All right, Lorraine. Let's see if she's here. If not, we'll get to you, Lorraine. Pet Queen is there. Yay. All right. So let me scroll back up here and get you, Pet Queen. The little stars really help me, guys. All right. And we'll get to you, Lorraine. So guys, don't forget, I know I'm going to post this again. This is the school. If you like this, my school community, science and spirituality are not mutually exclusive. So if you want to learn to reclaim your power, if you want to learn to manifest, if you want to learn to connect with spirit, I'm moving all my guys from every other platform over to this school platform, and it's totally free. You can join us and get my whole schedule on that calendar. Okay. So that's super fun if you want to join us there. But only if you like this. If you don't like this, then please don't join us. All right, let's see here. All righty. Yeah, awesome. Okay. Let's speak to Bella. Sweet Bella. Okay, just yes or no. Have you had multiple dogs? Because often dogs piggyback Pet Queen, and all of a sudden I have I have a black lab here right now. I have a chocolate lab here right now. I have a corgi and a golden retriever here right now. Let's see. I have all these critters popping in right now. Let's see. Yes, but we have multiple dogs. Okay. Gosh. Oh my God. I got all these critters flooding in right now. Okay. So I need to somehow sort out which one is Bella. Let's see. Let's start with size. Pet Queen. No, those aren't them. Okay, so we got other animals coming in here. I have a dog with like up ears, or supposed to be up ears, in a marble color, like marbly fur, different colors. Okay, medium size. Was Bella medium size? Like, so medium size to me is like 30 to 50 pounds. 30 to 50 pounds. Let's see. I've got, moving forward, I have somebody like, I know this sounds really bizarre, guys, but I've got somebody like, no, okay. Oh my God. I'm getting totally flooded here. I have somebody like, okay, so I'm asking her to come through. Visually, there's so many. I don't know which one she is visually. So I'm asking her to come through and feeling. She's literally like laughing. Like laughing. Like I'm right here. Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm sifting and sorting. All right. So, did Bella, just yes or no? I got to sort these out. Did Bella have down ears? We're going to do one quality at a time here. She's like laughing at me. Did she have down ears, like not up, down ears? And very smooth fur? I'm picking who I think it is, who I think I got here, guys. She's laughing. I guess she finds this funny. I find it interesting, but let's see. So I'm getting smooth fur and down ears just because like all of a sudden I'm confused. Like, who is this? And like all of a sudden there was like just this huge energy that like just pulled up in front of everybody else, like right here. And was she a larger dog? Was she a larger dog? Yes or no? Larger dog. I gotta weed out some of these little guys. So I'm letting her show me through feeling and sense, because I'm literally like every time I ask a question there's like a dozen more dogs. Okay. So I'm getting, okay, so the down ears and the smooth fur. Okay, I got that much. Big brown eyes. Is she the one that had the tail that wouldn't quit? Like just very happy and wagging. Is this the one? No. Okay. So no, she was not big. Okay. Who is that? Who was the big one, Pet Queen? Who was the large dog? There's a large dog here. Very adamant to get through. I don't know if that belongs to someone else here. No tail. Okay. Okay, that's why she laughed when I said the tail that wouldn't quit. Well, energetically, her tail wouldn't quit. Okay. Okay, so I can feel her, but I'm obviously not getting a visual. Okay, so we're going to kind of go off in some weird angles here. Pet Queen, who's having the eye issues? Was that in reference to Bella, or was that in reference to you or someone you know? Because I'm really strongly getting vision issues. So it's a small dog. Okay. No large dogs. Well, they're not backing off, and I'm asking them to. Okay. So Bella had multiple colors. Is this correct? She was multicolored. Sorry, I'm hunting and pecking here, and she's trying to come through to me now in other ways. Since I was having trouble getting a visual because there's so many dogs, I'm having trouble sorting it out. They're all adamant, but I'm getting multiple colors. And she's giving me this strong feeling about eye issues. And she's trying to do this as evidence that it's really her. She's aware of someone that she cared about having eye issues. And this was a concern. And she was trying to be helpful. She wanted to help. Let's see here. No large dogs. Okay, so we got small dog, multicolored. Okay, got it. Eye issues she brought up. Your mom. Okay. So bless her heart, the way she broke through to me was by telling me about someone else. Your mom. Okay, your mom and her eyes. She was very concerned about this. I'm I'm asking her if she can give me the personality traits. So the tail that won't quit was in relation to her. Pet Queen, it was in relation to her. Even when they dock a tail, the dogs can feel and wiggle those muscles. So it doesn't mean that the tail has to be long to be a tail doesn't quit. It can be a little nub. It can be a short tail, um, even on a small dog, and the tail won't quit. It's the happy meter. It's the happy monitor. It's also the concern monitor. So, like if you're dealing with a terrier, for example, like a rat terrier or a fox terrier or a Jack Russell, um, that's a real mood monitor, not just for excitement but also for concern. Okay. um, she shows me this wonderful sense of humor, but she also shows me this deep caring concern. Yes, your mom has eye issues. Yes, that's what she's showing me, was eye issues. That's what she was bringing up. Someone close to her. That's why I was wondering if it was you or your mom. So it's your mom. Okay. That was a concern for her. Um, so she knew that it was going to be her time to depart shortly. A little while before. Um, she says, so she's getting through to me better by showing me from her perspective that she tried to emotionally try to prepare you for her departure. They have intuition too, guys. They know, they have feelings. Um, she she would try through osmosis, through quiet moments together. Um, she would try through eye communication with you, um, because she was concerned. There's this feeling that, um, in while she was living here in this world, she felt like you needed her, that you guys needed her. And I think in a lot of ways she was right, right? Um, she's making me feel like an elbow feeling, a cradling of your arm. That she felt underneath her. She's making me feel that energy, that love, that embrace. And she saw herself as like a caretaker of you guys. She knew you cared for her, but she also saw herself as a caretaker. And although their souls choose when they depart and how. Like I said, her strong feeling while she was here was she felt like you guys needed her. Once she got to the other side, she wasn't worried anymore. So the message I'm getting from her is, I'm okay, Mom. Once I got to the other side, I stopped worrying about leaving you. Because I knew you were going to be okay. So that instant of her passing, she had that joy and laughter that came through, that she was able to first break through to me so I could connect with her. And it was a relief. Not so much the relief of the passing physically as the relief of the awareness that you guys were going to be okay. That's such a beautiful, big-hearted thing, that her concern was more for you guys, especially you and your mom. She cared for the most. being that caretaker, being there for you, that was her actual biggest concern. That's amazing. And she's showing me that, like, she really, really worried about you guys. She really worried about you. And so that worry's gone now. And she can watch over you with joy. She's showing me. That's what she's saying. That's in her feeling to me. She can now watch over you with joy, right? She knows everything's going to be okay. She's saying, I'm going to be there to greet you guys. I'm going to be there to greet both of you. When it's your time and you come home, I'm going to be there to greet you both. First one. She's going to be the first one, she says. And then she shows me one of her happiest favorite places was on your lap and in here, in this crux of your elbow. That's where she felt unconditional love, safe and secure and completely accepted. She said, your mom wants her to know she loves her and misses her. Well, tell your mom. She knows, first of all, she knows. Tell your mom that she can tell her on her own. You guys don't need us to tell them. Okay, we work to help you receive messages and understand messages from your loved ones, but they can always receive from you. So she knows. And that's one of the reasons she didn't want to leave you guys. Okay? She didn't want to leave you guys. But she understands now, like, it's okay. She's like, it's okay. I realized it was the right time and it's okay. You guys are going to be okay. That really was her biggest concern. I mean, she just keeps, this was her biggest concern. And for a little feisty personality dog like this, that's so cute because it's not what you would expect, right? The joy knows no bounds. Now she is showing me that she does try to get your guys' attention in like a physical way. She sits with your mom. I was corrected. She does sit with your mom. She especially lays with your mom. She likes to lay on her lap or next to her, up against her leg with her little paws like this, patiently. And she tries to sit and lay up against you so you can feel her. If you feel like a presence, a warmth, a little push or pressure, or this softness, if you feel like you're being watched, like she's laying here and then, which is what she's showing me she does, that is her. Okay? She tries to get your guys' attention that way. When you are thinking about her, she is present. And a lot of times, it's not because you're thinking about her on your own. You're thinking about her because she's present. Okay? Because she's in your auric field. So when your mom's really, really missing her and feeling sad, she's inside of her auric field. All right? She's showing me that it feels lonely there without her. Her little spaces and corners it's very lonely without her. She said she had a big presence in a little body. Okay? She had a big presence in a little body. And know that presence was big. So when I was trying to sort out the dog souls, Pet Queen, and all of a sudden I said she was just like laughing because I couldn't find her. And she like showed up huge, like way oversized, bigger than reality, like never ending story, huge, right here in front of me. That's how big her energy is. Okay. I know Nikita. Um, I miss them all too. Um, that was her popping up and like, look, my energy is this big. And I knew that at the time. I knew the energy was big, even if the dog wasn't. Like, her soul is huge. She has so much energy. See what else she wants to share here. She also says that she had a really cute bark. And she also tries to get through with clairaudience with you guys. She tries to bark at a pitch that she hopes you'll hear the frequency, just to say she's there. She also wants you to know those first 3 days of her passing, she stayed very, very present in a very low frequency, down to earth way with you to comfort you and be there, because she knows you miss her desperately. She says as a gift, here's a gift she wants to share with you. Take this or leave it with a grain of salt. I agree with her completely. But she wants to present this to you as a gift, okay? And I will explain why. She says, when you feel it in your heart to allow another dog to find you, please, please invite them into your family with the space that I have left. I deeply respect what she's sharing, Het Queen, because so many people feel guilty and will not get another dog. And I understand that Bella's passing is very recent. I'm not saying rush out and get another dog. But Bella has me here with you right now. And so now is when she can come through to me. So what she is trying to say is, and I agree with this because many animals have said this, and I always try to communicate this to humans. Do not let your human ego make you feel guilty when you get another pet. Okay? Because it's a gift that non-human animals leave for other non-human animals that are still in this reality. When you love a pet, they don't live as long as we do, right? They create a space, a love. There has to be space for everything. You can't have furniture in a house without a space. You can't have eyes, nose, and mouth without space on your face, right? The space between things is more important than the things themselves. So when a non-human animal passes from this world, they leave a space, and we feel that hole, we feel that gap. Understand, a lot of people do this when they lose a spouse too. You are never, ever, ever, ever replacing them. And the non-human animal knows that. But what they do know is that that space that they have held now, that they have left that space in your family, that the very best way to honor her is if another animal or another dog connects with you, or you feel that pull or that yearning to bring a new energy into your home, please know that not only do you have her blessing, but that very space she left is there for another non-human soul to give love and to receive love, and that she knows she'll never be replaced and she will never feel that way. it was her time to go back to the other side. And each non-human animal that departs is completely honored. And they've done their best to leave the most beautiful space for the next non-human animal that comes to you. Okay? And she wants to give you this message because she says it is both helpful and healing for that animal and for you. Okay? That's very sweet that she shared that. I often share that with people, but what's special about this is that Bella asked me to share it with you in her own way. And I think that's super. I mean, she's really still looking after you guys, which I think is just adorable. Like, she's adorable. She wants to thank you. You're welcome. She wants to thank you, Pet Queen. And she wants to thank you for holding her. Thank you for the physical love that you gave her. She was very kinesthetic. And that physical touch and love made her so happy and feel so loved. She loved being here close to your body and in the crooks of your arm. She loved being close to your mom. And she loved that you recognized her sense of humor, her playfulness, and her lighthearted joy. So, I'm going to send you off with Bella. I hope you got enough validation and support that she's really there. You'll be able to connect with her more now. She does meet with you guys in the astral plane, but please know she is present in your home and with you. And she will, and I believe her, be there to greet both of you when you both return home to non-physical, okay? I believe her. When she says she'll be the first one there, I believe it, okay? They can run faster than us. All right, thank you for letting me read for you. I'm going to send Bella with you and your mom. Wow, I love that she got through by mentioning your mom's eyes. I have a little Jack Russell, and you should see how my mom has vision problems too. You should see how she is with my mom. Okay, let me do a couple more here, and I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes. I'm getting eaten alive. Let's see here. They love some people. They don't love others. Mosquitoes will not even land on my mother, but God, they love me. All right, I know, guys, I've taken a while, so. Sherry Daniels, I'm sure you're probably long off of here. It's taken me forever to get to everybody. So, Sherry, let me know if you're here, please. You're so welcome, Pet Queen. You're so welcome. Hi, Brianna. Welcome. We're doing non-human animal readings today, Brianna. Waiting to see if Sherry is here still. It's taken so long. She's probably logged off. Let's see here. Give her another minute. All right. See, it's getting dark out here, guys. See who else I've got up here. Okay. Looking for the ones I have starred, guys. Okay. Sherry, are you here? Let me know one more time and find out if you're here, Sherry. Okay. Looks like poor Sherry's logged off here. Took me so long. All right. Let's see. Mystic Calg, are you still here, please? Let me know if you're still here. Please let me know if you're here. You are wonderful. Okay, so Brianna, let me just tell you, so on Monday, and Wednesdays, and on this Sunday, I will be doing readings for everybody. That includes human and non-human. So here's my school link. It's absolutely free. If you guys want to join me on school, I have my complete calendar on there. If you like my psychic medium page down here, you can also find out when my reading lives are. Okay. And then I'd be happy to read for you then. Or Veronica has amazing readers on here. I'm sure there's hundreds of readers on right now all over the internet. So, but if you want to connect with me there, you can link there. Okay. All right. Let's connect with your cat here. Great. Awesome, Brianna. Well, thank you for tuning in. I'm running much later tonight. Just because my dad went to pick up my mom and take her to the hospital with my dad. So I had some extra time to sit here and finish this. You're welcome, Brianna. I love your name, by the way. All right. So let's tune into your cat, Mr. Calg. Let's see here. All right, so let me go over a few critters that are coming in and see if we can narrow down. I like to do evidential stuff, guys. Sometimes it comes quickly, sometimes it does not. Sometimes I get a visual, sometimes it's a feeling, sometimes it's auditory, sometimes it's factual. So we're just gonna share with you what I'm getting, and we're gonna weed out what is your cat and what is not your cat. Let's see, I actually have a gray, short-haired cat that is walking up right now to me. Just yes or no, let me know if that resonates with you. There's a gray, short-haired cat that is coming forward. If it is not for you, if there's someone on here that it is for, please let me know if you guys relate to a gray, short-haired cat. I'm going to have to move this in a few minutes because it's getting dark on me here. I'm really getting the gray, soft gray cat. Very smooth, silky fur. Okay, long haired. Okay, but gray. Okay, good. We got the gray part. That's good. We got the gray. Sometimes, guys, like on Wednesday, I had a reading where two gentlemen a lady asked to hear from merged. Like literally, I was like, it was almost like it was one person and I had to sort it out. So sometimes that happens with animals as well, since a lot of animals tend to show up. Sometimes I really have to sort out the characteristics because it's just vibrational frequency. So I might get the gray, but I might get the first style wrong. And then I have to ask them to separate out and whoever else was coming forward to back off. So it's probably the short-haired cat's coming forward as well. So that's probably where I mixed the short hair up. But we get the gray. That's good. The gray came in immediately, so that's great. So that's some evidence for you with that. I also see beautiful eyes. I see, and you can just say yes or no unless I ask for something else to validate, okay? I want to give you the validation, the evidence. I'm seeing just beautiful eyes, this very beautiful, gentle, direct nature coming right up, just looking you right in the eyes and trying to communicate with you. There's so much love and protection there, or so much love and connection there, excuse me. So much love and connection there. Okay, so do not doubt your decisions. Know that you handled things just right. You did a really good job, and your kitty is very, very grateful to you. Okay? And feeling that everything you did and chose on their behalf was right. It was okay. There's like a comfortingness, a comforting energy coming through for you. Really supportive, understanding, and just comforting and validating. Just wanting to say, look, you did the best you could. There were some things unexpected. Is this the they're showing me like lower abdomen type area. Did they have to either stick something down your kitty's throat or do something lower with the abdomen area to get in this core part of their body here? Just yes or no? Because I'm being directed to focus on this part of their body. I'm also being shown, and I'm asking inside conversation, is this something from now or is this something from a memory from before? Did you used to have your kitty's teeth done? Did you have your kitty's teeth cleaned? Because just yes or no, did you have your cat's teeth cleaned or have a surgery or procedure or something done during their lifetime? Because we're jumping to a view. No, you did not. Okay. We're jumping to a view of bright lights and people over your cat from your cat's perspective. And this is looks like a memory experience of things going on with bright lights and people moving around your cat. And from my perspective, from what I'm being shown, it looks like a vet experience. It looks like a vet experience, okay? This may not have been at the time of passing. It's not at the time of passing, but this is like a memory and experience that I'm being shown. Well, there's something else going on here. Yeah, there's something else going on here though. Because she's showing me this, and I trust Spirit. I trust what they're showing me. And did you ever have her groomed? Did you ever have her groomed? Because I'm this is very clear what she's trying to show me. So it's going to be leading to something. It's going to be leading to something. She liked going outside a lot. Okay. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out what she's trying to show me, because she's showing me from her perspective. She liked going outside a lot, but one day she didn't come home. And me and my mother asked if she passed away, and she said yes. So when she got lost, I'm not sure if she got lost or was with, okay. So if she was with other people, I'm not sure if this happened with her. Okay. All right, now hold on. Let's figure this out here then. Oh, the pendulum. Don't do that with the pendulum. Do not do that with the pendulum thing. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be negative about the pendulum, but here's why. Okay. I have an Awakening Your Intuition program. I have a course. It's an online course people buy, and then I have this Awakening Your Intuition Mastermind. And one of the things we do in the Awakening Your Intuition is I teach people about metaphysics, how to use it based on your intuition, and how to use all these different tools. The number one thing I think that is taught carelessly that I absolutely do not recommend to anyone, and it is the easiest and the most fun to do, but more mistakes are made, is, no offense, the pendulum. Okay. I've been doing this my entire life. And the pendulum, the thing about the pendulum is it will pick up on your subconscious mind. Okay. I was a psychologist and I'm a mindset mentor. I use neuroscience with my mindset and manifesting clients. And one of the things I can tell you is that 95% of your mind you're unaware of. The problem with the pendulum is you can think you're using your intuition and bringing in divine guidance, but you're actually, the pendulum is so sensitive that it picks up on everything. And it's almost like when I started using the pendulum and I was a lifelong intuitive psychic medium, I was obsessed with it. It can be addictive. And the problem with the pendulum is, unless you really, 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 really have a lot of practice and you're very trained and you're an expert on deciphering between your intuitive self and your cognitive mind and knowing that 95% of your mind you're unaware of, the pendulum will pick up on your subconscious mind. So it will pick up on your greatest fears or the thing you want the most. So I personally, no offense, do not trust anyone with the pendulum. I trust myself with the pendulum because I can tell when it's going wonky from decades of doing this. There may be 2 people on the planet I trust with a pendulum. But if you really are not trained as a mindset expert and an intuitive psychic medium, and you do not know thousands of times of practice the difference, the pendulum will just pick up your subconscious. Okay, so just so you know. So I don't believe that, and I don't believe that she's dead. I don't believe that she's on the other side. There is no death. I believe she's alive. And so I'm going to keep going with what she's showing me, and then I'm going to have to move inside because it's getting dark and the mosquitoes are eating me. I am going to go with what she is showing me in regards to the bright lights and people mulling around and all this stuff down here. I personally believe that she has had her teeth cleaned and done, because this is what she was showing me. I believe that she has been groomed. I believe that one of the things she was also showing me was toenail clipping. I believe she's had her nails done and been groomed. I believe that the whole belly thing was like her belly being brushed and groomed. I believe that she's had her teeth done. You did not have her chipped. Is that correct? Is that correct? You did not have her chipped? Yes or no? Because I asked her if she was chipped. She might not know what that means, but I asked her if she was chipped, and she says no. Yes, she was not chipped. Okay. Yes, she was not chipped. Got it. Okay. Let's see here. Yes, I agree with you because the pendulum doesn't really work for me, but I thought it works better with my mom. Okay. And maybe it does. It might work better for your mom. But I still don't trust the pendulum. I really think there's only a couple people that can really use the pendulum. And I got to be honest with you. Sorry, guys, I'm going to stay on with you, but I'm carrying my things inside slowly because it's getting dark and I'm getting eaten alive. So one of the things I teach my Awakening Your Intuition clients is how to use the pendulum correctly. But the only reason that I teach them that, and I even am willing to do that, is because they get my online course and we intensely talk about and discuss how to and I'm just sharing this. I'm not sharing this as a sales pitch. I'm sharing this so you understand why I believe it's so thorough and how passionate I am about this. Sorry about my messy kitchen, guys. The thing about the pendulum is the reason I teach my clients to use it is I teach them to hi Tangelo. I teach them how to decipher between their cognitive mind and their intuition. And I teach them how to recognize and be more aware of when they're using their subconscious mind, which we're never fully aware of. Okay, it's like 95% of our mind, it's our subconscious. So you're never going to fully be aware of it. But that way my clients, my students can begin to recognize, okay, wait a minute, maybe I better put the pendulum down right now because this is one of my subconscious patterns coming up. or they're self-aware enough to recognize this is something that I really want to happen or something I'm really afraid of. And they learn not to believe their thoughts. So I'm just throwing that out there. Like, if you guys are doing less serious stuff, then that's fine. Go ahead and play with the pendulum, right? Okay. So, but what I'm getting is I do believe, hi, Natalie. Yeah, mosquitoes, are they bad? They're really bad here, Natalie. I'm like migrating in while I'm doing this reading. So let's see. You said if she was with other people, I'm not sure if this happened with her. Okay, right. Hold on, let me scroll down here. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see what you were told by another medium. I was told by a medium that there is a cat spirit around me that is gray. So again, that's why I thought no, I do not believe she's on the other side. I believe that she's here. And I'm going to spin this in a really positive way because here's what I think. Okay. Sorry, I got to make a bunch of trips in and out. I got a lot of crap to bring in and I don't want to drop my computer. Here's what I think. And I do not believe this is a negative thing. Although I know you really, really miss her, I do not believe that this is a negative scenario. Okay. First of all, I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound like I'm scolding, and maybe I am, but this is for everyone. Unless I have unless I have a very particular cat, like my black cat Bagheera, who has since passed away, who used to go out in my big fenced-in yard with my dogs, who would not leave the yard, who stayed in the fence, or my parents' cats that had a privacy fence, I would never, ever, ever, ever recommend letting your house cats outside. And I'm just going to say this to everyone, okay? Number one, it's super dangerous. Owls, coyotes, foxes can get them, okay? Second of all, they get all types of diseases. They can get feline leukemia, which it completely destroys their life. They don't live very long. They can get FIV, which is basically cat AIDS, kitty AIDS, which they can live very old, long lives with, but you have to take them to the vet every 6 months to a year. They have to stay inside. They cannot be exposed to things because they have no immune system. There's all sorts of things that can happen. So I just want to throw that out there. If you get another cat, you have another cat, please, 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 unless they're going to stay with you on the deck or the porch, or you're going to walk them or something like that, just don't let your cats outside, because that's another thing that can happen is people can pick them up. In this case, and I am going to spin this positively because I believe this is a positive scenario. I believe that your cat, like all animals, non-human animals, had a purpose and a mission. Cats specifically choose the people that they live with and come to. They do choose the people in their lives, okay? They choose the people they live with. They choose their families. They're very magical beings that they choose you, guys. They do. And I believe that her purpose and mission involves you guys and these other people. And my feeling is what I'm seeing from what I'm picking up on her is that she was found and she wandered or whatever and made herself at home with a family that I believe from what I am seeing that has a little girl. And again, guys, I would, don't feel regretful of this, because I feel like this is part of her life purpose and mission. Honestly, I believe that a lot of times animals go through us as a way of getting somewhere else because we're part of their purpose and mission, and so are these other people. Okay, we might not like that and we miss them desperately, but often that is the case. So I believe that, and it may be this little girl that she was supposed to connect with that I'm picking up on, but I honestly believe that's what happened. I believe that she is in this world. I do think that the medium you spoke to was picking up on the short-haired gray cat that you might not know anything about. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if it's connected to the cat that we're talking about, the long-haired gray cat that you're missing. But somehow there is another gray cat that is connected to you guys somehow. And that is the one I believe that the medium was picking up on. A short-haired gray cat with shiny fur. I do believe that this cat is what that medium was picking up on, because it also came through with your long-haired cat. Okay? I know this sounds weird, but I mean, but it's a positive spin on things, right? If she found this other home, she wandered into this home, which often cats do. Often they're aware it's part of their purpose, even if you're not and you miss them. And she made herself at home, and then she gets herself her, that's great. I mean, if they're going to spend the money to do her teeth, to get her groomed and everything like that, then that means they're investing in her and that she's in a good, safe place. And that's honestly what I'm picking up. Okay. That is what I'm getting. So that's a good thing. Let's see here. See, let me check over here and see comments here. All right. Does that make sense? So that is what I'm picking up on. And I mean, that's a positive alternative to some of the other things. Okay. I hope that helps you. Let's see here. You're still in here. Okay. There's almost all my stuff in now because the mosquitoes are getting so bad. All right. All right, my friends. Mr. Calg, I hope that helps. I am going to tell you that I do believe there is, you're welcome. I hope that helps. If you guys are interested in learning more about the pendulum stuff or how easy this is to mix up, hi, Koeasy, you're still there. Welcome. You guys can feel free to join my school if you want. I have everything from free events to high-paying coaching and stuff on there, and you can get more information about the Awakening Your Intuition program, or the Awakening Your Intuition Mastermind. If you guys want to learn to tune into this stuff better for yourself, I really encourage that you guys to do that on your own, to learn to read pendulums better. But again, that's a really advanced thing. I really don't recommend that right away. But that's what I think is happening with your cat. Okay. And just know that that's her purpose and her mission, and she made that choice, and it's okay. And it doesn't mean that she didn't love you. But I do see that there's other cat energy that's going to be coming into your life. So please be open to that. I see white, I see orange. So I don't know if that's a mix of a white and orange cat, or if it's just white or just orange. But I do see a white orange energy coming into your life. I also see a male cat energy coming into your life. So just be open to receiving that, because just like your gray cat might have gone out and had a purpose with someone else, this new cat soul might have a purpose with you. And guys, these cat souls know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. You might not know, but they walk in both worlds and they know what they're doing. You have two cats, but you're open. Okay. Awesome. All right. Excellent. All right. Well, there you go. Two cats already. You already got two cats, so you might need to be more open. All right. Thank you for letting me read for you guys. Don't forget, guys, if you like this, you can follow my Larkin Psychic Medium page and help me grow that page. I also have a YouTube page. So if you find this helpful, go ahead and like and follow. That's awesome. All right. Let's see who else we need to get to here before we close up for the night. I have been on for over 2 hours. So let's see if there's anybody else still on here I need to get to, because I still got to respond to people's readings and comments from Wednesday that I didn't get back to. River, Sherry's gone already. Hold on, Jackie. I'm coming. My little Jack Russell's waiting for me to come in. Kels was already gone. We missed her. We did Natalie. Let's see here. Okay. I'm just making sure. Sherry Daniels, I'm sure she logged off as well. Hi, Fiona. We did Bruce Boy. We did Kelly Ann. Anybody else in here that I missed? Carla want to talk to her daughter. She can come on. Okay, we did Pet Queen already. We just did her. Okay. Just want to make sure, guys, I got everybody here. Laura Lane, are you still there? Laura Lane, are you still there? Let's see if she's still here. If there's anybody else I starred. Okay, we got Mystic. Laura Lane. Let's see here. Oh, guys, it's getting so late. Let me see. You are still there? Oh, my God. All right. Will you do me a favor? I have been on 2.5 hours, and I have not peed in 5 hours. Would you give me like 90 seconds to run to the bathroom, please? And then I will come back and we will read for you and all your critters. Don't forget, guys, if you like this, make sure you support Veronica and all her amazing work. And if you like this, you can follow my psychic medium page, and we're gonna have so much fun on school. So that'll give you something to do while I run to the bathroom. Hold on, let me put this stool down. I don't know, guys, I'm just sharing it like it is. I'll tell you what, I'm on here enough that this is a long time to be doing readings. I'm gonna plug you guys in right here. Just give me like 90 seconds and I will be back. Look at all that light in my eyes. I have to do something about that there. Okay. I will be right back, guys. You ready? All right, guys, I'm going to let my dogs out and we'll get started on yours. All right. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. The animals I had were Border Collies, Rover and Tara, cats, Ruby, Suki, Terry. Oh my gosh, how cute. All right. All right, let's see. Let me take my dogs out here. Let's see. Wow. You are surrounded by a whole circle, Lorraine, a whole circle of critters. All right, guys, we'll take you guys out to pee. You guys are getting into my evening life now. All my critters here, all my critters. All right. Let's see here. Whew. Wow. How many border collies did you have, Lorraine? Did you have? 2, Rover and Tara. Okay. I felt 2. Okay. Oh, Wesley, you want in? Okay, hold on, Wesley. Come on. You guys have to be good, though, because I'm doing a live. Come on. You got to come back in. All right. You're like, we're always good, Mom. Okay. Wow. Ruby, Suki, Tabby, and other cats. Okay, so, Okay, so was one of your border collies, did one of your border collies have light eyes or a light eye? Please, Lorraine. Um, okay, we have a cat here that's a little bit chubby. You can just say yes or no. I've got like a chubby cat here. I might not be able to keep all these straight. um, let's see here. Natalie thinks it's funny. I went to the bathroom. Yeah, well, it's been a long day. Okay. It was a long time ago I had these pets, but I love them all. Yeah. So it doesn't matter how long it's been, guys. It does not matter how long it's been. Um, they're existing beyond time and space, right? So it makes absolutely no difference whether it's been 30 years or whether it's been 3 hours. They can still show up for you. And they're all there, like around you. Like I can feel all of this around you. But I'm just describing different things that are showing up. One of the border, I'm getting bits and pieces of these different animals. So one of the border collies, I can see it looks like either one or two light eyes, like, unusual eyes, like really light. I'm getting, a chubby cat coming in. Um, I'm getting kind of a wild, mischievous, skinny cat in the mix here. I'm getting like a two-toned cat. I'm seeing they're just kind of mixing everything up. I'm getting like one that was a real talker, and really was always trying to tell you things and be the communicator, and let you know what was going on. Sort of like a little guard cat, almost kind of like a tattletale, trying to keep you up to date on everything that was going on, thinking that was really important, feeling security in you knowing what was happening around the house. And this is important. Um, I'm seeing you, who is the one that was into winged insects, into like beetles, things like zzz, zzz, that were like shiny and made noise when they were bopped around. The beetles were a favorite because they made this clanking noise and they spun easily and slid across the floor. Um, and they made this really fun vibration and this buzzing noise when they were batted around. This was really super fun for this cat. This was one of your cats that liked doing this. Um, I'm also seeing some sort of relationship between one of your border collies and uh, uh, bee. Was it bees? I don't think it was wasps. I think it was bees. Hi, Michelle Olivier. Welcome. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Black. Yes, there was a black cat. Yes, yes, yes. There was a black cat. Absolutely. There was a black cat. Um, that showed up pretty quickly. And then was one of them a tabby, like a regular plain tabby? And then did you have one that was also had white and dark on it? Either calico or orange and white. Let me know, please. These are popping up. The beetle thing is really popping up. You can't remember about the bees. Okay, well, one of the border collies had a thing for bees. So maybe you didn't pay a lot of attention, or maybe this was a one-time incident. Was one of your border collies male? Did you have a male border collie? Just yes or no. Because I'm Wesley, stay here, buddy. I'm getting that maybe it was just one incident, but I'm being shown um, the bee. I'm being shown bees, and let's see what else. What else am I getting here? So you have two collars from the border collies. You have their collars. Yes, there was a tabby and a black and white. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, we're getting it. Just let this be evidence, guys, that they're showing me the black cat. They're showing me the tabby. They're showing me the white. Um, they're showing me the chubby cat. Um, And I'm also seeing a male and a female border collie. So the bees that are being brought up is the male border collie. If you had a male border collie, I'm getting that you had a male and a female. The male border collie is the one that's bringing up the bees. The male border collie is the one that was uh, snapping at bees. He's actually saying he got bitter stung one time snapping at the bees. Let's see here. Let me look over here in the comments. Let's see. Okay, yes, male and female, but not together. Yep, I don't get there at the same time. I got there were two different times. They do know each other, though. Their souls know each other. Um, and you seem fairly organized in how you have preserved and saved their memories. It looks like you have something with each of their names on them. And I'm also seeing, did you put something that belonged to them in Ziploc bags? They're showing me Ziploc bags with maybe not now, but initially, either at the time of their passing or at some point, you had memorabilia of theirs in a Ziploc bag or something you were getting or storing or saving from theirs. Um, let's see. They're showing me that as well. They're showing me you honor their passing uh, with the same honor and reverence and celebration that you would have a human. They're like, wow, you really loved us. They are together now. Let's see. So it looks like they loved different toys. One of them, it looks like to pick up and carry things, longer things, maybe like a stick. Um, on outings, like to pick and collect things and carry them. And then the other one did not. The other one would go for walks and go out and about with you without having to carry something or collect anything, but but got distracted. Liked to find different things on your outings. Um, let's see. They're just showing me things. This is just evidence. Things are showing me that I would have no way of knowing, so that you know that they're really there. Okay. The dogs are really loving to take that forefront. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, your ex-husband took the second one, and you really miss Tara. Aw. Well, Lorraine, I know you really love them, and I think it's important you know that Tara was happy. Tara loved you both very differently. Um, and initially that was a hard adjustment because she loved both of you, but she was happy. Okay, she was happy with him and had a good life. So don't I know that your concern is for her first. So know that she was happy. Okay. She was okay. Let's see here. All right. All right. Let's see here. And but their souls did connect. Okay. So just so you know, Rover and Tara, like they're they know each other, like their souls know each other. So there's like a full circle connection there, okay? Let's see here. Uh uh Lorraine, I've got a question for you. Would you ever consider getting another border collie? Would you ever consider getting another border collie? I'm gonna wait for your answer before I share the next thing with you. Just yes or no, because you are really a good border collie person. You have a good border collie energy about you. Yeah. you have to be a certain type of person, guys, to have a border collie. They are exceedingly intelligent. They can understand 250 plus words. My border collie, I had a toy bin, a toy box in my closet, and um, I taught my dogs. I had three medium sized dogs at the time. By medium size, I mean between like 30 and 50 pounds. And I taught them to put their toys away. And I would ask them to put their toys away, and I would open the closet door, and they would collect their toys. I could tell my border collie which toy to pick up, and she knew exactly which one it was. Not really. Uh, Not really. You have a cat. Okay, you have a black one. Okay, I'm at work a lot. Okay, got it. Got it. Well, I'm gonna tell you this anyway, Lorraine. Okay. Um, it's packed down the street. I'm gonna tell you this anyway, Lorraine. Um, I see another border collie in your energy sphere. So that means in the future, sometime within the next few years, I see a border collie energy in your aura, in your sphere. So, um, I understand that you working a lot. It's not good to have a border collie if you work a lot. You need to be around, and or you need to be available, and or they need to have a companion. Okay? So they either need to have a companion, and or you need to be able to spend a lot of time with them. That means obedience classes. That means rally classes. That means agility. That means spending the entire weekend with them. That means I used to take my border collie for 3 walks or runs a day. They need a lot of intellectual stimulation in order to be happy. But I see you with a border collie rescue. And I'm not getting if it's a male or female. I believe it's a female energy. They do come for us. They do come through all sorts of things to get to us. And you have a border collie energy. Like you are one of those people that can handle a border collie, that understands a border collie, that has the patience, that isn't going to be mean or angry, that gets how intellectual they are, they need the stimulation, that gives them the response, that acknowledges their intelligence, right? You never know, right? So, for example, my border collie, I would only ever leave her with particular people because like she would come and get you. She would lose her toys she was obsessed with balls. She would lose them underneath the couch, and I did not want to leave her in the care of someone that when she would come to get you. She would show you where her toys are or where another pet's toys were, and she would try to get you to do that. And I didn't want to leave my animals with someone where they would be frustrated and confused and trying to communicate and the person just didn't get it. You're the kind of person that gets it, right? Like want you like our animals expand their intelligence and ability to communicate and connect with us based on what we allow. So if you cut the animal off and you're like, stupid dog, whatever, like, shut up, stop trying to get my attention, you're being annoying, I'm busy. If you're like that, your animal stops trying to communicate, right? Your animal like gives up. It doesn't get to expand its intellectual intelligence, its emotional bonding and communication and intelligence with you. You're the kind of person that allows that. And a working dog like a border collie, a Jack Russell, a German Shepherd, yada, 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 needs that. Needs that. Okay, you have to have that. They have to have that to be happy. So, you have that energy, and I really strongly feel this border collie energy in your sphere that's going to be a rescue, that's going to need you, that's going to be really, really sweet. Have a few awkward habits that caused her, I believe, maybe not, but I believe it's a female, to end up in a rescue situation, that is just going to absolutely idolize, adore, and love you. And it's going to be, like just so special. And I see this coming into your life. I ask what frame. I feel like a 4-year time frame is a really long time frame. So I don't know if that 4 years I'm getting is that it's going to be within 4 years or that it's within a gap of 4 years that between dogs. 4 years from another time, I don't know, but I'm getting 4 years. So maybe she's 4 years old. But I am getting the number 4 in 4 years. And I believed initially it was within a 4-year time frame, but I'm like, dude, that's a long time. What do you mean? And I'm not getting that now. I'm getting the 4 years is some sort of a 4-year gap. So it might be between dogs, okay? But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I totally get that. So it's just going to happen. Like, I don't know if someone's going to take you to a shelter, you're going to see something, you're going to come across something online, but this dog was for you. Okay. So anyway, this is very important. And please keep me posted, guys. You know, again, if you follow me on school and you join our school community, when this happens, there's going to end up being a lot of people in the school community. But you can always message me and post in there and let me know. But oh my gosh, she's just lovely. Like, I'm in love with her energy. I think that's so amazing. Ready to go in, Jackie? Come on, guys, let's go. It's getting dark. There's mosquitoes out here too. And guys, I'm gonna have to eat soon. I'm like really hungry. I've been on here 3 hours. Come on, Wesley, good boy. All right. Let's see here. Thank you for letting me read for you, Lorraine. All right. All right, let's see what I'm missing here. Michelle, I see your text. I'm gonna have to read your text and message you back on that because I'm hungry now. I have low blood sugar. I've done this for 3 hours. I will read what you're describing, Michelle Olivier, about this boy, and I will. I need to sit on it. Okay, a search thing like this is something I need to sit on. Okay. And I will definitely, if I get anything, I will get back to you. I need to read it thoroughly in silence and then get back to you, okay? So I thank you for those details. I'm gonna do that and see if I can get back to you here. I'm gonna do, since I'm doing animal readings right now, I'm gonna do this before I get off quick, because I am hungry and I'm getting shaky with low blood sugar, so I need to get off. I do want to mention, you guys, if you get on my school, you'll notice I have a a women's coffee hour that we're going to be doing. I moved the day, but it's going to be really cool, and it's all going to be all about relationships and communication and reclaiming your power as a woman. If you're interested in that, again, it's going to be on my calendar on school. So I have a bunch of other fun things going on other than just animal readings. If you guys are interested in that. But I'm going to go ahead, since we're doing animal readings now, Michelle, I'm not going to ignore your post. I'm going to read it and let it sink in and see if I get anything. And if I do, I'm going to message you, okay? I'm going to do Kiana's right here before I log off. Would love to hear from Jen, my orange. What a great name for an orange, a fur baby. Does he forgive me for what happened last year? I won't go into detail, but last time I saw him was the 4th of July. Okay. Let me see here. Let me check into this. You're welcome, Michelle. No worries, honey. Good night to you, Lorraine. Mwah. Oh my God, you're up so late for me in the UK. Bless your heart. Okay, that was brilliant, Lorraine. I'm glad you like it. I'm so glad you liked it. You're so welcome. Thank you for tuning in. That's why we're here. I got to make up for the Furball Fridays I missed. All right. Let's see. So first of all, absolutely, guys, forgiveness is hi Charlene. Good night, Natalie. Forgiveness is something that non-human animals give freely. Okay, so non-forgiveness and our fear of not being forgiven is a human ego thing. It's a human ego trait. There are grudges non-human animals can hold, but they do forgive. and they do understand on a different level. They think differently than we do, right? They just think completely differently than we do. So, and when they get to the other side, like us, they also have a bigger perspective about things. So things are different there as well. Okay. Here is what I'm being shown for you, Kiana. We all make mistakes, and it's easy to look back in retrospect, right? Here's the most important thing that you need to do. That is learn from last year. Okay? So we are here to make mistakes. It is when we don't learn from them that they're a problem. So what I'm being told is to make sure, and your spirit guides are very clear about this, make absolute sure that you learn from last year. Okay? Accidents happen. It's okay. Just make sure you learn from it. Okay? Make sure you learn from it. Let's see. Yeah, Lorraine, 2 a.m. I love the little moon, Charlene. So, but mistakes happen. Okay? I had to send him to live with a very unwell family member, and he passed away before I could get him home, before he could meet his human brother. Okay. Kiana, I'm being asked to ask you this. Okay? Did you make the best choices that you could based on what you knew at the time last year? And the answer is yes. Did you make the decisions based on good intention and well-being for everyone, based on the knowledge and information that you had at the time? The answer is yes. You need to answer this for yourself, but the answer is yes. Okay. Did you have a different vision of how things were going to pan out? And things that were, as we mentioned in the very beginning, that were unexpected? And the answer is yes. So what you need to understand is that there's nothing to forgive. It's not a matter of does he forgive you. It's a matter of there's nothing to forgive. Okay? You are going to feel the pain of this because you had a different vision for him. But here's something that he wants you to know. Okay? Now I want you to really take this to heart. Understand that spirit sees things differently than we do. Okay? Jin has free will. His soul, he has a soul. He has free will just like you. And Jin chose how and when he would depart from this world. Jin chose how and when he would depart from this world. To understand this. So what you are feeling bad about and feeling guilt about, understand, he also had a choice in. Okay? He chose for reasons unknown to us to pass how and where he did. Do you understand this? So there is nothing for you to feel guilty about because he made the choice. Okay? He made the choice. And you might not understand those reasons, but understand that his passing was in perfect timing, in the perfect location. Okay? And so all is well. He wants you to know that all is well, Kiana. Okay? It maybe didn't happen the way your ego thought it should, the way you envisioned for him because you wanted to include him with his new human brother. Okay? But understand that all of the factors were not up to you. You made certain decisions but all of the factors were not up to you. You played your role, and can you help her, Tom, with the dog coming? Oh well. All of these factors were not up to you. There's a dog coming. Just in case she needs your help. I need to finish this up so I can get off. I got one more reading I'm doing. Sorry, my husband just came home. So understand that this was a mutual thing, okay? And that you played your role and you did the very best you could based on the information that you had at the time. And he knows that. And he loves you. And there are no hard feelings on his side, okay? Likewise, he made the decisions that his soul knew he was going to make. And he knew when you sent him to this other family member, he knew that's where he would be passing. When he got there, he knew, okay? So it's okay. And all the more kudos and love to you that you care and respect, that you have care, respect, and concern, and include him so much in your family that you feel bad he didn't get to meet his little brother, okay? So understand that is, he recognizes that, and he thanks you and loves you for that so much, because you're giving him so much love and credit, inclusiveness in the family. He's sorry that he had to depart and could not remain with your family as a part of that family, okay, with your little one. But it was his time, and you need to just trust in divine timing and not feel bad, okay? All right. Let's see here. Will he ever come back to me again if we didn't complete our life cycle together? Okay. So let me answer this before I head off, okay? Oh, Sharon. Hi, my love. Hope you're okay, love. Seeing your lives just amazing. Wonderful, Shannon. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your comment. Guys, if you do like this, just give it a like. It'll help people find Veronica and my pages so we can help more people, okay? Let's see. Yes, Shannon, but I'm not going to tell you girl or boy. They don't want you to know. Okay? You don't need to know that right now. Will he ever come back to me? I feel we didn't complete our life cycle together. Okay, so I'm going to answer this in a couple ways before I pop off, okay? Here's Billy. Hi, Billy! Wow, I'm getting yes. They don't usually come back during our lifetime. They do not normally. Maybe about 33% of the time. I got a resounding yes. I got a yes. I'm not being told when, but I'm being told yes. Here's the thing. The reason you feel you didn't complete your life cycle together is because his life is so much shorter than yours, and you had so much you wanted to share, and you're feeling bad about it because you feel a lack of closure. That is why you feel you did not complete your life cycle together. Here's the truth of it, okay? The truth of it is that there is no separation. He's with you anyway. Our life is an illusion. This illusion of separateness of here or on the other side is an illusion. It's not even real, okay? So you still are together. There is no separateness. Here's the magic of it. The magic of it is that cats walk both worlds, many paradigms and dimensions all the time. And cats often bring our extra energy, right? They bring our, they carry part of our soul, which is why you're feeling this so much from him. Okay, why you feel this incompleteness. They often support, sort of like just like a support, literally like you're supporting somebody's foot, or you're supporting someone to lean on. Cats bring this spiritual and soul support, where they're literally like an extension of your own energy. And this is why you're feeling this incompleteness of this cycle together, okay? But I believe, in what I see, I got a resounding yes from him. What I see is that Jin is like my uncle's cat. So my uncle had a cat that came back and reincarnated 4 times with him. He'd been with him for many lifetimes in Egyptian days. He was a black and white cat. He always, when Reginald would pass, a new Reginald would always come. And it was always a black and white cat, same body shape, same size, uh, same exact habits, came to the same name, same preferences. It was literally obvious, even to my family who doesn't even believe in this stuff. It was the same soul. And you will know. You will know. Okay? But the answer is yes. All right, guys. Guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do an extra special reading session on Sunday. I will be posting it in my school. I have been on here for over 3 hours. I need to eat supper. I have work I need to do. I have a women's coffee hour to plan for that I will be doing, where I talk to you guys about relationships with men and dating, and tell you what and what not to do. I've been a relationship coach for 20 years, so this is so fun for me. I've got that starting. You can find that on my calendar on school. I have an Empowered Women, Calm Women Advantage event I have to go plan for tonight. That is going to be the end of next month. I have workbooks I have to finish for that. When you guys register for that, you get a free workbook. I have Meet Your Spirit Guides tomorrow at noon. I have to prepare for, because I have people coming to meet your spirit guides. I still have open spaces for that. So here are your options. If you want to join me on Sunday for our bonus readings, that will be on Sunday. I'm going to post it on my school, which I just posted in here, and on my Larkin Psychic Medium page. So either like and follow my Psychic Medium page, or I recommend you join my free school. It's absolutely free, and you can find all my events on the calendar there. If you want to join Meet Your Spirit Guides tomorrow at noon, here's my email address. You just need to type Spirit Guides in there. And I will send you the Zoom link for tomorrow. But I do need to go off and go eat dinner and get ready for Meet Your Spirit Guides tomorrow morning. So thank you all for tuning in. I love you so much. Thank you for your patience. Sending all your loved ones with you. And I will see you guys Sunday or Monday for more readings. Night, everyone.